we're about to go live with an amazing breast cancer graduate. Well, hello, my name is Alicia Vianga, and I am the founder of After Breast Cancer. And we say breast cancer or cancer have no boundary, right? It doesn't discriminate. It doesn't matter where you from. It doesn't matter what country you are from. It knows absolutely no boundary. And today, as we celebrate International Cancer Survivor Day, I am thrilled and overjoyed to be on live with Diana all the way from South Africa. And maybe she's in her pajamas. We don't know. But she will be coming on. Hello.
Hello, Alicia. It's so nice to see you face to face.
I know. So nice to see you as well. And are you wearing your pajamas?
No, but I've got my blanket and my slippers on.
Oh my goodness. It is 3 o'clock here in Toronto. And what time is it in South Africa right now?
9 o'clock in the evening.
Okay, it is gorgeous out here. The weather is nice, and there's so many people are joining us. It's like so hard to keep up. This is awesome. So look at you. You usually have the most amazing hairstyles, and I love it.
Yeah, luckily we've got wigs, and I've been sponsored with quite a lot. This is actually my favorite.
Okay, I love it. I keep looking at them like, oh my gosh, there is another one. Here's another wig, and I love it. I love it. I love it. But we don't tell people we wearing wigs.
No, we don't. No, that was actually one of the favorite things of going to the chemo room. They don't know who to expect because it's a dark hair, long hair, no hair. They don't know because it's always like a surprise for them. What's lovely.
Oh my God. I am so thrilled. I'm so happy that you're able to join us today. And what's the weather like in South Africa right now?
And it's starting to change now.
Yes. Okay. So we are here to talk a little bit about you. I'm not quite sure what happened here. Oh, I think I need to. Oh, there we go. I
Yes.
kind of switched my
Welcome
video.
back.
So, as I was saying when you came on, cancer knows no boundary. It doesn't discriminate. It don't care if you're rich
No.
or you're old or you're young or you're beautiful, you're a model or you're a mom. It knows no boundary, and it's what is one of tell actually before we go ahead, tell me a little bit about you. I know you are a model, social media or Instagram influencer. You are a breast cancer graduate. You're a mom. You are a wife, and a businesswoman as well. So tell us a little bit more about you.
Okay, now Anne is 53 years. I've got a child, a son. He's staying in Cape Town, Arico, and he's got a gorgeous wife. Unfortunately, wasn't blessed with a daughter, but I've got an amazing daughter-in-law, small, petite, wonderful. And he's actually in the fashion industry. He's a designer, so that's where the modeling thingy comes in from, and the Instagram started with them. So I started wearing his clothes, and that's where the thing now starting. And his wife is a social media manager. She's doing my social media for me, and he so that yeah. So that's the mum side, and then yeah, working. And I do also do charity. I've got a golfing charity that I'm using for raising funds, especially for old people, you know, in the old age home schools. Yeah, so
Wow.
I'm keeping myself busy.
Oh my gosh, that is so amazing, right? Not just that you do your everyday work, modeling for your son and all of these beautiful things, you also giving back to the community. And I think that is so essential because it's quite fulfilling when you do that. Tell me a little bit about breast cancer. When were you diagnosed?
I was diagnosed in October by surprise. Didn't actually have a thought because usually you don't feel sick. I had this lump waking up, just surprisingly feel, oh, there's something. Went to doctor. Okay, and then they say, okay, we need to remove. They removed it, and then usually the doctor phone and say, listen, we need to come in. There's something we need to discuss. No, the doctor didn't do that. So I went in for my checkup after the op, and he said, oh, you better must sit down. We have bad news for you. So that was a quite big shock for me because that wasn't actually in the books at all because didn't feel bad. But oh, well, I'll take it as it is. And then we'll have to, then that's when the journey started in October last year. And I'm
Wow.
almost done. Next week, I'm done. I can put it behind new last chapter, starting a new chapter. So I'm busy with my radiotherapy at the moment, but next week, Wednesday, oh, hallelujah, everything is then over and done with, hopefully.
Yeah, I am so thrilled that Wednesday next week you're gonna be finishing up your chemo, and it's a new chapter in your life. But I'm also really thankful to you for being so open on your platform, because we
That's
never know how and who we're going to affect, right? So your story
mm,
will resonate, your story will touch somebody's heart, your story will make a difference in some other woman's life.
mm. Now, Alicia, when I thought about it, and I think I told my son, and I said, "Listen, I don't want to actually talk about cancer all the time." And he said, "Listen, Mom, that is part of your journey. There's women out there that was just as afraid as what you were when you started. So you need to tell your story to help them with
Hmm.
their journey." And then I realized I'm so lucky. I've got this platform. I've already got my Instagram going, whatever. So everything is actually set there for other women or men to help in their journey and help them where, because for me it was also like scary because you sit there in front of the doctor, he gives you all this information and you don't actually take it in because I was so stunned. I was like numb. I didn't know what to do, how to react on it. And then later on only things now starting to you realize, okay, now I'm gonna have to deal with whatever now I have to must swim and make this thing work. And that's where it's so nice to have this platform to help other people with their journey or try to make it easier for them because you now have
Hmm.
done it, you've been through it, you know where and what. I know each and everyone doesn't have the same experience. Like some
Yeah.
really have a bad experience, some have like a, a better experience. But yeah, we're there to support each other, making the journey so much easier, and to overcome whatever.
Hmm. I think
That's
it is so,
nice.
yeah, I think it is so true. You know, we have a platform and we're so lucky because even through in this pandemic and COVID-19, and we have to stay
Exactly.
isolated, all of these things. But yet here we
Yeah.
are, you and I. You are in South Africa. I am in Toronto, and I could see your face. I could feel your energy, and you will touch somebody with your story. I know we're getting a
Yeah.
little bit of a friction with the internet, but I really hope that your message come across really clear for everyone else to hear it. You know, you as a breast cancer graduate, you did not make that change you the way you take care of yourself, the way you look. How important is that to you as a woman to constantly keep fresh? Because I see even on your Instagram, you do all these little videos, how to take care of your skin,
Mm.
exfoliate, all of these things. How important is that to you? Because sometimes we lose
Okay.
ourselves, right, when we're going through challenges.
True. Alicia, the big thing is when you start reading, when the doctor now give you the treatments, and he gave you now this file full of information, and you start reading it, and you now have to take it in, and you think, I don't feel sick, but if I read these negative stuff that I'm not going to put my body through, it's scary, because I don't think I was scared for cancer. I think I was more scared for the unknown, for what the
Mm-hmm.
treatment will do to me as a person. And yeah, of course, you change. That was also one of my concerns. Is, oh, the first thing I asked the doctor, I'm gonna lose my hair. Yeah, of course you're gonna lose your hair. In 8 days after you start your chemo, yeah, you're gonna lose your hair. And I was like, no, I don't want to lose my hair, because I think that's part of me. I never see myself without hair, and I always had like longish hair, so that was scary for me. The change of the way I'm gonna look. You know, I don't want to look sick. I don't want to be. I want to stay myself, but unfortunately, it's not gonna happen. So, you know, when it started, when my hair started to fall out, again, I cried, and I was a
Of
little bit
course.
depressed, but, and I thought to myself, okay, it's gonna grow back. It's just hair. So, you know, take it and move on. And before, okay, I asked the doctor now what's gonna happen. And he said, okay, this is gonna happen, you're gonna lose your hair. And I said, well, I'm not gonna go through chemo without my hair. I'm gonna have my wigs in place. Everything's gonna be there, because I don't know what I'm gonna look like, so I need something. And then I put wigs on, and I fitted on with my hair, and I was crying because it doesn't look like me. It looks like something that you put on, you know.
Yes.
And then when we get to the chemo room, they said, you know what? You're going to get there to a point where you're not going to worry about what other people think, or what you're just going to go bare here without hair. We're going to see each other here, because everybody there sits and nobody cares what the other one looks like. You know, that's what's so nice. So we always say it's like a coffee shop, because there you start meeting and you start chatting, and everybody's helping each other through whatever issues they're going through. So yeah, there is a change in your appearance. And to come back to sometimes it is an effort to look good, but you need to sometimes just put makeup on. Don't let it go, because it makes you feel so much better. When you look into the mirror, you don't want to see this old sick person. You want to see a happy face. So yeah, makeup, put something on, because I've lost my lashes as well. I'm still waiting for the lashes to come. So thank God for lashes. I can put lashes on, and I can still look myself. So there is a change, but everything will come to a point where you're going to start to be yourself again. You know, everything's coming back to norm. You just need to give it a chance. Just
Yeah.
concentrate on what you're going through now. Forget what your appearance is. But it is important to make sure that you do still eat right, and take the supplements in that you need to take put makeup on, put lippies on, red lippies if you need to make you feel
Yes.
like yourself, you know. So that is important for me. And for the platform, for Instagram, that actually was I have to force myself to do that. And I'm so grateful for that because that helped me quite a lot.
Yes, that is so awesome. And not everybody, of course, have the same platform, but I think the message is still there that we need to look
Mm,
after ourselves. We take a little bit of time still
yeah.
to, as you said, to put on that
Mm,
lipstick, right? And to
yeah.
motivate yourself. I think sometimes
Exactly.
it breaks my heart when I see some of the ladies, they come in and they just feel like that's the end of the world, right? And so it isn't, right? It's there is a lot of
Yeah.
support out there for when you're going through all of these the challenging time. We know it's challenging.
Mm,
Nobody want to hear
it
that
is.
you have breast cancer. That is a devastating
Exactly.
news. Yeah.
Mm,
So we have a lot of people joining us, and I'm quite sure you could see all of them, all of your friends and followers. I just want to say hi to Gino, hi to a lot of the people, Kevin Pennant, some of these amazing people who are joining us. If you have any question for Dinah, please post it in the bottom, or any feedback or anything, please post that and she'll be able to answer it for you. So, we know, is there like a daily routine that you do to help you apart from to stay positive? Because one thing I love about you and your message, even on your platform, is positivity. What is the one
mm.
thing that you do to keep you zen, to help you to always stay positive?
Okay. When I was diagnosed, I made a choice that I'm still going on with my daily routine. I will still go to work. I will still do my thing, and if I can't, then it's fine. I've actually made a bed in my office. If I don't feel well, I lie down. The people around me, my colleagues, know if the door is closed and Diane is resting, so leave it. So I had that support. And if I don't feel well, I stay at home. If I want to stay in my pajamas, you know what? There's something I want to just mention to you. I first when I when I first was diagnosed, I thought to myself, okay, you're gonna get nice bedding, you're gonna get nice pajamas, because maybe you're gonna spend quite a lot of time in bed, and you want to have nice pajamas, because although you look bad, you still feel good because you've got nice pajamas on. And actually went to my radiation with pajamas because I didn't feel well, and they were laughing because they said, "You look so amazing." They didn't even know it's pajamas. I said, "Well, I don't feel well, but I'm still gonna dress up in my pajamas because I don't feel like going dress up." So yeah, just take it as it is. Take it day by day. If you don't feel well, the next day you're gonna feel much better because there's always a next day. So if you give yourself the time to cry if you want to and feel whatever you want to feel, but you know there's the support that's gonna carry you through, and the next day you're gonna be much better and you're gonna forget what it was like yesterday. That is what it is, because this is a roller coaster. This is a journey, and it's a roller coaster, and you don't know what to expect. So you take it day by day. That's what I do. But positivity is actually your mindset. I know it's fine to say be positive, but there's people that's really struggling to stay positive. But it is a mindset. You need to constantly remind you that, listen, maybe today I'm not okay, but tomorrow I will be much better. So that is, and your family, your friends, your colleagues, they want to be there for you. So let them be there for you. Because you could always be strong. You want to be strong because you think about them. That's what I've always thought about. I don't want to be sick or feel sick because it's going to have my kid's going to feel bad, or they're going to worry. So I don't want to put the worries on them and put the worries on my husband or my family. But they're there to support because they also know you're going through a difficult time. So they want to be there for you. So let them be there for you. If you don't feel well, let them they take care of you.
Wow. It's so funny because we started off on Monday doing this series of Instagram Live leading up to today, which is International Survivor Day. And each one of the ambassadors who's been on and telling their story is the same thing.
Hmm.
When somebody want to help you, allow them to help you. That is the message I hear a lot. Sometimes sometimes I see a lot of women who refuses the help because they feel that somebody feeling pity, they feeling sorry for me. But
Mm.
that's not the case. It is people genuinely, your friends genuinely want to help and accept that
Exactly.
help.
Yeah,
Wow.
because
That-
it's difficult because they. Sorry, Alicia. It's difficult because sometimes they don't know what to say to you because there's something. It's happening to me because and now they don't know how to react around you. So now you want to be strong or whatever. So, but later on, then let them be there for you because you're gonna need them to help you.
Absolutely, because you this can't say you can't go through the journey alone. You need this to surround yourself with loved ones, with family, with friends, and I'm so thrilled that that is the message that you also sent in to everyone. So not everybody who is following us are breast cancer graduates. We call them graduated after breast
Yeah,
cancer or breast cancer
lovely,
survivor.
lovely. Yeah.
Um, what is one message that you would be able to maybe tell somebody who is listening to us right now? There are people who are newly diagnosed. There are people who are friends or family or who is struggling. Their parents or whatever. What kind of a message would you be able to give to them right now from your perspective as a newly diagnosed breast cancer graduate? What have you
Okay.
learned?
The, okay. The first thing that I've learned, if you go to the doctor, let somebody go with you because the information that they give you is sometimes somebody else will take more in, and then later on you can discuss it because it is scary and what's going to happen and whatever the doctor put out there, the operations you need to go through, whatever, it is scary. So I would suggest somebody really needs to go with you to help you and to think things through and to ask the right questions because sometimes it's you now receive that information, now you don't know what to ask the doctor because it's all new to us, so you haven't
Mhm.
been through it, so you need to have somebody there that's not so affected but can actually take note of all the things the doctors say. And then another thing is um, don't go Googling because Googling is scary. Because when I start reading the files and whatever the diagnosis or what your body's going through or the changes or the scary thing is, what damage the chemo is going to do to you, I started to read it and then I've decided not to read it because it's not even going to happen to me. So why would I now read stuff that's not going to maybe even now start to worry and stress about something that's not even going to be so bad or it's not going to happen to me. And so yeah, take it day by day. Don't run ahead and think it's now the end. I'm gonna die. You're not going to die. You're going to go through this, and you're going to be much more stronger because time really goes so quick. Because when I sit and I thought, oh, it's months because it's next year, half the year of next year, I'm still going to do chemo and still going to do treatment. And now I'm at the end of it, and I actually can't remember my bad days. I can't remember. They call it the red devil. I just call it my soldier because that is the chemo that's now fighting for you. So I call it a soldier, and I felt I had bad days, but it's like giving birth. You forget about the bad days, and when I now look back, I say, wow, how wonderful. I've been through it. I'm so much stronger. I've learned so much through this journey. I grow so much because that was something that I never actually went into. Cancer. You don't go do research if it doesn't, if it's not close to home. Now you in this thingy. Now I know all about cancer, and I'm ready for whatever next test comes my way, because I'm now feeling so much stronger, and how my journey comes from. And it's, for me, it's in every test. I say in every test is a testimony, and in every mess, because it feels like you're in a mess because you don't know how to. There's a message. So yeah, at the end you are growing, and you're going through, and you get through it, and you will be so much stronger after it. And it's not the last. It's not the end of the world. It's actually the start of so much more, because you appreciate so much more. And that's how I feel. So yeah, with the support, you just keep on saying, I'm there for you, don't worry. The family say, listen, we're there for you, we'll help you through this thing. You're not alone, although sometimes you feel you're alone, but you're not. You fight the battle alone, but you're not actually. Other people have your back, so you're fine. You will get through this.
Wow, that is so awesome, right? This is so encouraging, just to know that you're not alone, and allow people to have your back, to prop you up, because there are days you're going to feel like falling back, but just knowing that you have that support, it is fabulous.
Yeah, for me, the family, your friends, your colleagues, they're actually the heroes in your situation, because they're the one that keeps your arms and your head up and get you out of bed when you don't feel like it. They're there. And don't make jokes and talk and laugh, because the more you laugh, the better you're going to feel. So yeah, surround you with funniness and laughter, because that's how you get through it. Life is boring and tough enough.
Well, I think it is so wonderful to see your positivity, because you could easily get into yourself, right? You could easily go into your cocoon and saying, why me, and start questioning yourself. But
Exactly.
I think you're right. It's important to really put your positivity up there.
Yeah, because you know what? You think your situation is bad, but wait till you're there at the chemo room and you see other people, the younger little ones. I mean, I'm in my 50s. I've already been through my teenage years. There's young people that's struggling with this. There's old people that's also struggling, that don't have the strength that I had. So yeah, other people, my eyes over, I put the focus of me, and I put my focus on other people, and I see what they're going through. It's much worse than what I'm going through. So why are you crying? You know, you can still help and support other people.
Yeah, but it is important too, is I always say crying is healing. And if you need to cry, cry, but don't stay in that position, right?
Yeah,
Just
don't
move on
moan and
from
groan and
it.
feel sorry. Yeah, don't feel self-pity, because nobody's gonna help you. No self-pity.
Yeah, and it's not because you did something wrong, or you have to, you go through all of these things like, why me? Why did I get it? All of these questions that you start asking yourself, and you keep going downhill from there once you start doing all of these things. I think it is, you are wonderful, you're beautiful, and so Wednesday is your last chemo. What are you going to do to celebrate?
No, it's my last radiation. I've already
Your last radiation.
chemo. Yeah, I've been through 3 chemos at a radiation. I don't know, because we all locked in. Listen about celebration, because when I started chemo and I see the people ring the bell, and I thought to myself, when will my turn be for ringing the bell? Because I want to ring the bell. And then came COVID-19, and we all like locked in. And there was my 2 kids in Cape Town. We've been talking about this how long from the start, like yeah, you're going to ring the bell. Oh, yes, I'm going to ring the bell. And we're all going to be there to celebrate. And then it didn't happen the way that we wanted to. But they surprised me and they made a little video with everybody putting a little message there for me. It was so, so wonderful. Oh, it was a nice day. It was so nice. So, yeah, we're celebrating. It's just me and Abby at home, but we will pop a champagne and then we will celebrate. And then we will keep the my Instagram family up and see what we're gonna do. But yeah, we're all locked in, so we must take it as it is.
Yes. I so desperate want to hear your full message. I know it's getting cut off a little bit from time to time because of the connection, but I understand that you're going to be celebrating with maybe a bottle of champagne. You know, it is so true. Life has its ups and downs, and it's never always go as planned, right? So we just have
Yes.
to pivot, you know, the new word pivot, and do something new.
Yeah, we have to.
Yes. So Matt said hi, ladies. Hi back, Matt. And so what at the end of the day, is there a specific message before you leave us today that you would like to give someone? Is there something final you would like to say?
Yeah, there's always something final we want to say. For me, like I said, it's a test. So it's a test that you're going through, but there's always a story. So at the end, you've got a story that you can tell that other people don't have. You have an inspirational story, um, and if you look back and you see where you actually came from and what did you achieve and how did you get through this, you will be so much stronger at the end. And I was also looking at myself and I look at my scars and I put and I oh it's not nice to have all these scars and I want you can't call yourself a warrior if you don't have scars because that scars remind you of where you've been and what you've actually gone through and how strong you came out on the other side. So you will grow in this and you will be stronger at the end of the day and you will be more ready for the next test if there's a next test. But yeah, so it doesn't make you less than a woman if you don't have your titties anymore, whatever. You know, it's life don't doesn't resolve about how you look. It's actually this journey actually taught me that's not what you look like, it's all what's inside. Because at the end, it's all what comes out that actually matter. Because these are all, it will disappear. You know, it won't stay there forever. But what's inside will forever stay. And yeah, take life, love life, because you don't know what will tomorrow bring. You know. So live life
Wow.
at your fullest, and it's not always about money or whatever. It's live life at its fullest. Every morning you sit and you are actually, I'm grateful for the next day or what I can do in that day. The only thing that I can say that I can't take is this hot flushes. I wish there's something that the doctors can give me that can actually help me with this night sweats and hot flushes. I think every woman that goes through this, it's hell because you don't sleep at all. I would just want to sleep a night through without hot flushes. But it looks like it's going to stay there forever because the doctor gave me pills and said, listen, this is now for the next 10 years, you need to take this. And I said, don't tell me this is going to have an impact on my hot flushes. Oh, yeah, you may have to get used to it. I don't think we will ever get used to this. That's the only thing that I'm struggling with.
The little things that we have to go through, right? The little things in, you know, simple as something as a hot flash. But those are the things that we have to take with us throughout the journey. And yes, hot flashes is one of them.
Oh, it's terrible. But
Oh my gosh.
we have to stick it out and get used to it because it's gonna stay here for a little bit longer.
It feels so embarrassing, like you be traveling or you sitting at a restaurant and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, and now you get all red in the face. I mean, it's oh, you sit and it's terrible. But yeah, well, that's life, no? We women have to bear with this.
Oh my gosh, Nadia just mentioned about her hot flashes. She basically shoved her head in the fridge, right? So there are many things that people do.
That's what I'm doing. Stand in front of the fridge here in the mid evenings here, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, sit there and then just wish I can just climb into this fridge.
Uh, all of my waters is frozen. It's in the freezer and cold, cold, cold ice. And my husband always goes, "How is it possible you just eating all of these ice?" And I'm like, "Don't ask. Just allow me to eat my ice."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, leave me. Go make more ice. Hi, Alicia. It's so nice to meet you. It's so lovely.
So lovely to meet you too. You know, I follow you all the time on Instagram and I look at your posts and I look at how beautiful you are always and eloquent and just your style and fashion and the openness, because when I start seeing your video, I'm like, oh my goodness, now we need to talk. We need to have a conversation. So I'm really thrilled that social media allow us to be able to be apart but yet close and be able to do this. And I know your story will inspire and motivate others as well. Just your positivity, the way you carry yourself. Thank you so much for staying up late and doing this for us today.
Thanks, Alicia. I just want to say hello, Arico. That's my son. I saw you just saying hello. Arico. You better be watching.
That's awesome. Well, say hi to him for me and your daughter-in-law who's doing a wonderful job on your behalf, and your husband for supporting you. Sometimes we forget the men in our lives that gives us great support. So
the ones that carry.
Absolutely.
Hi.
Your son just said hi, Mom.
Hello, Rico.
Well, I hope one day we will get to meet in person, whether I come to South Africa or you come to Canada, to Toronto. I hope our paths will cross again, and definitely we will need to do this more often, like get on this Instagram Live.
It's amazing.
And give us some updates and stuff. So we'll continue to talk. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming, and good night.
Good night, Alicia. Have a lovely night. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Well, thank you. Well, it was fabulous having Diana with us today, and her energy, I just love her. I just love her positivity, and I hope we were able to capture a lot of what she was saying, even though we were having a little bit of an internet problem. Because I really believe that her story will motivate others, and somebody who is newly diagnosed with breast cancer, or just somebody who's listening. Thank you so much. We will be back again on Instagram Live at 8 p.m. We will have Dr. Christina, and she is another woman that I love so much, and her story, she's just real and from a different perspective. Thank you. Have a good evening. Enjoy the wonderful weather. If you are in Toronto, it is gorgeous. And if not, bye-bye, guys. See you at 8 o'clock.